Well, we're seeing a lot of gentrification, I guess you could say, and rebuilding of this neighborhood. And a lot of it's done with tearing down of the old houses or moving the old houses and replacing them with new construction, even on this street. In this particular case, we're combining that. We're saving the old house, we're adding a little bit onto it, and then making it as energy efficient as possible. This home is pretty unique. We're attempting to do for the first time a 5-star rating on a historic residential remodel. And historic designation means that we have some areas we can give a little latitude, but we don't want to give too much latitude because we're trying to make this house as energy efficient as possible. In the background, the builders working on this home had to work with the neighborhood and follow the guidelines for the Historical Commission in Austin, and that itself is very hard. Then they have to match that with the Green Building Program rating, and it's designed for new home construction. So they're up against two areas that give them a little bit of consternation, and one is the people in the neighborhood and the other is Green Building trying to rate a remodel against the houses that are built brand new. There are not that many historic homes going through this type of process, but the ones that choose to go more green are going to find certain areas that conflict with maybe the historic nature of the house, trying to make it as efficient as possible as a new house is built. So it's hard, but I think we're going to accomplish that in this particular home. Well, the windows we have replaced with the current technology of windows. So it has a very good solar heat gain coefficient, which means the sunlight is not going to have as much effect on the temperature inside the house as it would with just the windows that came out of here. So we're bringing it up not only to code, but we're far exceeding code as far as the windows. And so then you can reduce the size of the air conditioning. And that's also combined with the spray foam insulation that we've done under the house, in the walls, and in the roof system. So all of this has created a new thermal envelope we call the envelope of the house. Everything inside the exterior surfaces of this house is now within one thermal envelope. So that means the air conditioning system, the ductwork, can all work more efficiently, and it won't be heating up from the outside sunlight going through the shingles into the attic. It's just not going to have that because we've created a thermal envelope where all of these appliances can now work more efficiently. This particular day, we were looking at mostly the insulation to see where it was installed underneath the house, then in the walls, and in the attic. Well, this is a foam insulation job, which it kind of glued the house all together. This is an old house, but when you apply this foam to the inside surfaces of the exterior walls, it's now just made everything tight and sealed all the cracks and crevices. So you can't do that in any other insulation on a retrofit. So they sprayed this in. It went in every little nook and cranny, and it actually glued the house together now. So it's more of one structure rather than a bunch of different pieces. The progress so far is they're going very well. Of course, we don't know until we reach the end whether we achieve our goal of a 5-star rating. That's the final inspection that will determine that. But we're on course to be able to rate it as a 5-star house. It's always exciting to see innovation. This is innovation and a good example of it. And so I'm excited to see an older neighborhood still have the ability to keep some of the houses, keep the look of some of the houses. We've added on a little bit of square feet to this to make it more livable. In reality, it's brought a house from the 1920s into the 21st century.